Alright, hello everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are with a new Let's Play. Let's Play Pokemon Blue with our second ground team, which consists of Onix, as we see here, who knows Tackle and Screech at level 5. Diglett, here at level 5, who knows Scratch. Cubone, who knows Bone Club. And Nidoran Male, who knows Leer and Tackle. I hope you all are excited for this playthrough. We are whittling down towards the end of our playthroughs, which is very exciting, because then we'll move on to Gen 2. And as we always do in our first episode, we are going to go to... Lodestone has returned! Yes, Krishnamon, it is the return of Lodestone. How was the first team playthrough? You mean the fire team? I think that's what you meant to type in. The fire team playthrough was good. I think it just, again, it was waiting until we got to Celadon for the team to become viable. Yeah, other than Lodestone, this team is decent. You are correct. And so, let's see here. I mean, it was just, I think it was frustrating with the fire team to not get Flamethrower until, like, the Elite Four. That's what was frustrating with that team. Otherwise, the team was pretty good. Oh, by the way, Krishnabot, since you're here, and you are a conversationalist of sorts, do I sound okay? Can you hear me fine? This is a new microphone. Am I coming in loud and clear? Yeah, I know you're usually pretty busy at the end of the month. Thank you for confirming that I sound fine. But anyways, hey, let's read some Onix biology. So Onix is a Pokemon composed of a giant chain of gray boulders that become smaller towards the tail. Its length makes it the tallest rock-type Pokemon. It has black eyes and a rounded snout. On top of its head is a rocky spine. As it grows older, it becomes more rounded and smoother, eventually becoming similar to black diamonds. Inside its brain is a magnet that serves as an internal compass, guiding Onix wherever they need to go, and prevents them from getting lost while digging. Onix tunnels underground, or under the ground at over 50 miles or 80 kilometers per hour, which causes tremors and a terrifying roar that echoes a long way. Hard objects encountered while tunneling are absorbed into its body, which makes it very sturdy. It also consumes the boulders for food. The massive winding tunnels it leaves behind are used as homes by Diglett. As seen in the Pokemon Stadium series, Onix is capable of rotating its head or any part of its body in a full 360 degrees. It is a very aggressive Pokemon that will constantly attack humans and other Pokemon when in pain, as seen in the anime. It is said that Onix lives around 100 years. It says that an Onix that lives for around about 100 years will evolve into a Steelix after its composition becomes more diamond-like. It can be found in mountains and caves. And our Pokedex information for Onix says, for red and blue, as it grows, the stone portions of its body harden to become similar to diamond, but colored black. And yellow says burrows at high speed in search for food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes by Diglett. And as we all remember from our rock playthrough with Onix, Onix sucks. Let's just not beat around the bush here. We are gonna really just have to be, we're gonna struggle with Onix. It's just the way it is. So we're gonna speed up here as we get to the point where we can't do anything else with Onix. No sugarcoating it at all about Onix. Yeah, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Alright, well that's going to be all we can do with Onyx right now until we go heal again. So we'll swap up to the male Nidoran, which is another repeat that we've used in our Poison playthrough. So the male Nidoran is a small quadrupedal rodent-like Pokemon. It's pinkish purple, or it is pinkish purple with dark patches. It has large spiny ears with teal insides, oversized front teeth, and red eyes. Its back is covered with 3 lines of large spines that can release potent poisons if threatened. The center line of its spines is taller than the other 2. The size of the long pointed horn on its forehead is indicative of the strength of its venom. Nidoran is a male-only species. Male Nidoran constantly listens for sounds of approaching enemies with its large ears. Said ears have unique muscles that allow them to be moved in any direction, and even the slightest sound does not escape male Nidoran's notice. In order to listen to distant location, it flaps its ears like wings. When angry, it extends its toxic spikes and charges, stabbing the horn with its horn to inject poison. Nidoran is brave and will risk its own life to protect female Nidoran. Male Nidoran lives in open spaces such as savannas and plains. And our Pokedex information for red and blue says stiffens its ears to sense danger. The larger its horns, the more powerful its secreted venom. And yellow says its large ears are always kept upright. If it senses danger, it will attack with a poisonous sting. And that is our information on male Nidoran. And I can tell you already that male Nidoran, or Nidoking, is going to be the special attacker for our team. He's got the best coverage and stats to do that. That is something I should have not fought. We're just gonna switch. Alright, so next up, Nidoking will be the MVP of this team due to its versatility. I agree. I think Nidoking will do quite well. And so next up we have Cubone. So what do we know about Cubone? Cubone is a small, bipedal, dinosaur-like Pokemon with a light... Oh, this is not very effective because... that's a problem. We're just going to have to suck it up. With a light brown hide that covers most of its body, except for its cream-colored belly. 2 small claws, one in each hand, serve as its thumbs, and 1 large nail on each foot make up its toes. We're gonna do something different with Cubone here, I guess. One moment. Where was I? 2 small claws, 1 on each hand, serve as thumbs, and 1 large nail on each foot make up its toes. It has 2 small spikes on its back and a short tail. On its head, Cubone wears the skull of its dead mother as a helmet. Because of this, much of its actual face has never been seen, except for its triangular black eyes and a small area surrounding them. The skull has 2 rounded horns on top of its head and a tooth-like point on the lower sides. Under the skull, Cubone has a brown snout. The small Cubone survives only through the immense skill it possesses in wielding the bone it carries as a weapon. The bone allows it to learn Bone Club and Bone Barang, the 2 moves exclusive to Cubone and its evolution Marowak. It and its evolution are also the only Pokemon capable of using the Thick Club item. It is called the Lonely Pokemon due to its tendency to keep to itself and avoid social situations due to the trauma caused by the death of its mother. Cubone will often weep at night in mourning of its mother. When Cubone cries, the skull that it wears on its head visibly vibrates and emits a plaintive and mournful sound. On the night of a full moon, the cries are said to be especially terrible. Cubone seems to recognize its mother in the full moon, so it howls with a particular sadness. Its cries attract Mandibuzzs, a natural predator. It is said a Cubone will evolve into Marowak once it comes to terms with its mother's death. The dreams Cubone have make it cry, but crying makes it stronger. Cubone lives in rocky areas, usually on mountains or in caves. It also once inhabited the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town, where deceased Pokemon were buried and mourned. And then our Pokedex information for Cubone. Red and Blue says, because it never removes its skull helmet, no one has ever seen this Pokemon's real face. And Yellow says, wears the skull of its deceased mother. Its cries echo inside the skull and come out as a sad melody. And that is all our information on Cubone, who we're going to have quite the time leveling up here at the beginning, it looks like. So, according to the information that I just read, all Cubones have their mothers die. Maybe Cubone mothers just die in childbirth, period. But that's pretty sad. Oh, I'm not going to be able to hit this Sphero. But they lay eggs. I don't know. It's just a thought. Maybe they die laying eggs. They lay a single egg and it kills them, or maybe they lay the egg and they don't leave the nest, and so they die while incubating it, and Cubone hatches and it's dead mama. I don't know. That is what the information said, and we're just gonna finish getting Cubone up to level 9 really quick. Assuming he can hit the things here. There we go. Alright, and then we'll go back to the forest. Alright, Diglett. So, Diglett is a tiny brown Pokemon that seems to be perpetually buried within the earth, leaving only its head visible. Its small stature makes it both the lightest and shortest ground type. It has beady black eyes and a large round pink nose. That's what that's supposed to be. A Diglett in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team mentions that it has feet, though their size and appearance are unknown. It spends much of its time underground and has very thick skin. If Diglett is exposed to sunlight, its blood will heat up, causing it to grow weak. Diglett lives in tunnels and caves under the earth, where it feeds on tree roots and vegetables. It also sometimes lives in burrows near forests and has even been shown to live inside trees. Diglett digs regularly through the earth at a shallow depth, leaving perfectly tilled soil in its wake. Some children's game, the Pokemon wear the skull of dead model. They cleaned it before wearing it. Yeah, hopefully. Some farmers welcome Diglett because it tills their fields and its droppings enrich the soil, but others consider it a pest for eating their vegetables. For a brief time, Fissure was the signature move of Diglett, and Druddigon is the natural predator of Diglett. And then our Pokedex information for Gen 1, Red and Blue, says, lives about 1 yard underground where it feeds on plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground. And in Yellow it says, it prefers dark places. It spends most of its time underground, though it may pop up in caves. Alright, and that is our information on Diglett. who's going to pass through some of these Pokemon. Oh, I am using Struggle. I'm like, why am I hurting myself? Or why am I getting hurt? This Metapod should not have been able to hurt me, but that's why. Alright, let's heal, and we're going to keep getting Onix, Nidoran, and Diglett up to level 9, like we always do. And as always, Misty is going to be a pain in the butt. I guess our clutch card for getting past Misty is going to be Nidoking, but we'll just have to see how he does. If they can do it in speed runs, we can do it here. We won't know Thrash by then. It's really going to be Mega Punches. Horn attacks. When do you evolve in the Nidoking? It's pretty quick. I want to say it's after we learn Double Kick at like 16 or something. We don't keep him a Nidorino for very long at all because we want to have him a Nidoking to learn Thrash at level 23. I haven't made up my little card yet that sets my movesets. And evolution times for the Stone Evolution, so we'll just have to see. I'm pretty sure that we evolve into Nidoking while we are in Mount Moon. Excellent. Horn attack is so good. Alright, well that's everyone to level 9, so that means it's time to go take on our rival. So let's go heal. Now, sadly for us, our rival has a Bulbasaur. We weren't lucky and had him get a Charmander. So, at least it wasn't a Squirtle, I guess. Bulbasaur's better than Squirtle because we can at least still do neutral damage with our Nidoking. Our best case scenario would have been a Charmander. But we did not get that lucky. Failed. Yeah, no good luck for me. Never good luck. That was evidenced by that fight where the Clefairy beat my Moltres. I mean, how did that ever happen? Bulbasaur. At least Brock will be really easy with Cubone knowing Bone Club. Yeah, I'll quit dawdling. And Brock will be a pushover like always. Well, we don't have to beat our head against the wall like we do with some other teams that just have normal attacks at that point. We'll just be able to walk in and hit it with Cubone's bone a couple times. His rocks will go down. We'll move on with our lives. It'll be the same with the water team. We'll walk in and we'll just knock them over. Actually, it'll be the same with the rock team too, because we have Almanite we need to use on that team, and it starts with Water Gun. Yeah, super hard Misty, and Misty's gonna be the toughie with this team and our rock team. We'll see what happens. We'll just see. All right, through Viridian Forest we go. Yeah, they really do up the difficulty, though, from Brock to Misty. It's not a small jump at all. It's pretty blah. That's a Weedle. End game, though, I know that everyone on our team will have a ground attack, I'm pretty sure. Because we can teach Onyx Dig that we get in Cerulean. We can teach Nidoran Earthquake that we get in Silph.Co. Cubone will have Bone Meringue, and then I'm pretty sure Diglett learns Earthquake. I know it learns Dig. So that'll actually be pretty good for us. And of course, Onyx will have our Toxic Bind. Then we'll probably teach it Rock Slide. Which is a decent moveset for Onyx. It does learn Earthquake? I thought so. Well, it learns Dig pretty quick. And Dig is, you know, got the same power as Earthquake. It just takes 2 turns. But during game like this, that's not anything that's bad. We'll get our Earthquake doing Doug Trio. Good level up, Onyx. Kakuna. It's super effective, not very effective. Because of that bug typing. It's odd that bug is resistant to ground. But, heh. missed. Yeah, I know Bone Club's got reduced accuracy. Ugh. Of course we're poisoned. If you just would have hit it one of the 2 turns earlier, we could have avoided this Cubone. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I learned Bumerang at 48. We're going to have Bone Club for quite a while, which is fine. Marowak, Cubone and Marowak are nothing special in 1st gen. Really, their usability gets skyrocketed in 2nd gen with the use of the Thick Club. Ooh, Rage, so good. At least Surge will be a pushover. Might have a little bit of trouble with Erica. And then Koga will be a pushover. And we should do pretty well against Sabrina. Blaine will be a pushover. And as always, Giovanni will be a pushover. Lorelei will be tough. And then Gyarados will be tough. And that's about it. That's everything. All right. We have made it to Pewter City. Which means we're going to end our episode here. I'll do our grass training off screen to get everyone to level 14. We'll be back tomorrow to take on Brock. So hope everybody had a good day, had a good weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.